My name's Tony Dawson, and I attend church here at New Hope, and I've been going here since 2007. My life took a dramatic turn in the fall of 2006. I woke up one morning and I had a slight headache. I didn't have an appetite. My wife could tell, Sydney could tell that something wasn't right about me, and she suggested that I might go and see her doctor. I'd been healthy all my life, never even had a family doctor that I would see, but she wanted me to go, and I agreed, and he ran some tests and trying to figure out what was going on, and couldn't find anything, but ended up ordering a MRI. The next day we went into the doctor's office, and he told us that the MRI had showed a growth in my brain, and they wanted to send me to a specialist somewhere to check it out, and ended up we found a doctor in Houston that was willing to take a look at me, and he looked at it, and he was a neurologist, and he said by the characteristics of that image on the MRI that felt like it was not only a brain tumor, but it had the characteristics of a malignant tumor. So I was scheduled for surgery, and the day of the surgery, I had a lot of friends that were there with me, and family members, and my sister and brother-in-law gone to church here for a long time, and they had asked for a prayer request for me. And I'll never know how many prayers went up for me during that time. I don't know. But I went into surgery, and I had prayed. And at that time, I didn't have a relationship with God. I had quit going to church. I drank at one point, but I had stopped that. And I just didn't have that relationship with God that I really needed. But I had prayed to God that He would give me the strength to get through this process of going through treatment for this brain tumor. I went through the surgery, and I prayed that I would live through that surgery. We never know. We never know what our day, that day, the next day will hold. But I wanted to live to get a chance to fight this tumor. I came out of the surgery, and I woke up. As they were wheeling me out of the post-op, I had to go by the waiting room where all my family and friends were waiting. And as they stopped there, Sydney came to me on one side, and my sister Donna was on the other. And they told me something that I couldn't believe. They said that they got in there and found some things that they needed to take out, but it wasn't even a tumor, much less a malignant tumor. God had blessed me beyond anything I'd ever prayed for, anything I'd never dreamed that it wasn't a tumor. But He blessed me that much. I couldn't believe it. It was just the craziest thing. The doctors that were caring for me said that they see something like that every 2 or 3 years. It's very rare. And I prayed to God that night. I said, God, you brought me through this surgery. You've done so much for me. And I promise that if you'll get me through this, that I'll do my best to live the rest of my life for you. But he got my attention that night and that weekend, and soon after I was able to go home. I came here because I already knew a lot of people here, like I say, my sister and brother-in-law, and a lot of the people I'd known. It was kind of like I knew just so many. I knew Brother Brian. He hadn't been here real long, but I knew him, and I wanted to come and thank them for the prayers that they prayed for me during that time, this church. At that time, we lived here in Nacogdoches, and I enjoyed coming here, and I knew that if I was going to keep my promise to God, that I needed to get involved in a church. I needed to do more with my life to serve and honor Him. And this felt like a church home to me. I love this church, and it's given me the opportunity to help fulfill the promise I made to God. I hope that this story will help somebody that may feel like that they're not able to do things, but God can use us. If our heart's willing, God can use us in so many ways.